Have you ever wondered what mysteries lie beneath the icy desolation of Antarctica? What secrets have been swallowed by its blinding white expanse? Antarctica, the last uncharted frontier on Earth, a place of enigma and intrigue, has lured numerous explorers into its icy grasp. It's a land where the frigid winds whisper tales of heroism, endurance, and sometimes heartbreaking loss. This colossal icy wilderness has been the stage for countless expeditions, each one a bold testament to human courage and resilience. Yet, in its stark beauty lurks danger, and many brave souls have succumbed to its ruthless elements, their stories etched in the annals of history. Among the hushed whispers of the wind, the crunch of ice underfoot, and the dazzling play of the aurora australis lie the untold stories of lost expeditions. These are tales of hope and despair, of man's relentless quest for knowledge, and of the indomitable spirit of exploration. Venture with me as we delve into the chronicles of the lost expeditions of Antarctica. In the annals of Antarctic exploration, one name resonates with both triumph and tragedy: Robert Falcon Scott. His journey, known as the Terra Nova expedition, began with high hopes in 1910. Scott and his team braved the harsh Antarctic conditions, driven by the dream of being the first to reach the South Pole. However, when they arrived in 1912, they found that Roald Amundson's Norwegian team had beaten them to it. It was a crushing blow, but the worst was yet to come. On their return journey, the team faced brutal weather conditions and dwindling supplies. One by one, the men succumbed to the unforgiving Antarctic landscape. When their bodies were discovered months later, so too were their diaries. The last entries, penned by Scott himself, painted a vivid picture of their struggle. His final words, stoic and heartbreaking, are a testament to human endurance. Scott's tragic tale is but one of the many that haunt the icy wastelands of Antarctica. Ernest Shackleton, a name synonymous with survival against all odds, embarked on a journey that would etch his name in Antarctic history. In the early 20th century, Shackleton led the Imperial Trans-Antarctic Expedition, a voyage that aimed to traverse the icy continent. But the Antarctic is a harsh mistress. Their ship, the Endurance, fell victim to the merciless ice, becoming trapped and ultimately crushed. The crew found themselves stranded on the ice for months, their ship lost, and their hopes dwindling. But Shackleton, with his indomitable spirit, was not about to let the Antarctic claim his men. Through remarkable leadership and determination, he managed to keep his crew alive against all odds. Despite losing the Endurance, all of Shackleton's men survived this icy ordeal. Shackleton's story remains a testament to human resilience in the face of Antarctica's unforgiving environment. The enigmatic disappearance of Richard E. Byrd, the famed American aviator, adds yet another layer to Antarctica's mystery. In the year 1929, Byrd, renowned for his daring expeditions, embarked on a solo flight over the icy continent. Then, he vanished without a trace. For several days, the world held its breath as search teams scoured the icy wilderness, hoping against hope. When Byrd eventually re-emerged, he came bearing a tale as chilling as the Antarctic winds. He claimed to have been rescued by mysterious beings, an assertion that sparked a flurry of speculation. Some dismissed it as a mere hallucination, a byproduct of the harsh conditions and isolation. Others, however, saw it as evidence of extraterrestrial life or secret civilizations hidden beneath the ice. Despite the skepticism, Byrd stood by his story, adding fuel to the fire of conspiracy theories. Byrd's story fuels the intrigue that surrounds the unexplored expanses of Antarctica. The Soviet Antarctic expedition and the Deception Island incident are chilling reminders of the isolation and danger that lurk in Antarctica. In the late 1950s, a Soviet research station, known as the Soviet Antarctic Expedition, found itself cut off from the world. For several suspense-filled months, all communication links with the outside world were mysteriously severed. When contact was finally re-established, the world learned of the tragic deaths of several crew members. Illness, accidents, even cases of suicide were reported, painting a grim picture of the harsh realities of life in the Antarctic wilderness. Just a few years later, in 1965, a British Antarctic survey team stationed on Deception Island would add another layer of mystery to the unforgiving Antarctic landscape. The team vanished, leaving behind an eerily abandoned base. Despite extensive searches and investigations, no trace of the team was ever found. Their disappearance remains an unsolved enigma, a chilling testament to the unpredictability and danger inherent in Antarctic exploration. These incidents underscore the inherent risks and uncertainties of Antarctic exploration. They serve as a stark reminder that Antarctica, while mesmerizing in its beauty, is a formidable adversary, indifferent to the aspirations of those who dare to explore its icy expanses. The tragic crash of Air New Zealand Flight 901 serves as a grim reminder of the perils of Antarctica, even for those merely passing by. In the late November of 1979, the world was shocked by the news of a sightseeing flight that fatally collided with Mount Erebus. The flight, carrying 257 passengers and crew, was on a scenic journey over the frozen landscapes of Antarctica when it met its untimely end. The investigation that followed unveiled a series of unfortunate events, a last-minute change in flight path, coupled with the deceptive phenomenon known as whiteout, where the snow-covered slopes of Mount Erebus became indistinguishable from the cloud cover. The result was a fatal navigation error, the plane flying straight into the mountain. The Erebus disaster, like the stories before it, adds to the haunting legacy of Antarctica. The tales of these lost expeditions serve as poignant reminders of the dangers and mysteries that shroud Antarctica. From Scott's tragic journey to the South Pole, Shackleton's lost ship, to the enigmatic disappearance of Richard Byrd, the chilling isolation of the Soviet expedition, and the disaster of Flight 901, we're reminded of the relentless challenges faced by those daring to explore this icy frontier. As we continue to explore the icy frontier of Antarctica, we carry with us the stories of those who ventured before us, a chilling testament to the enigma that is Antarctica.